Welcome back to Elodie. I'm gonna kick some ass. I fucking hope. Back because I said it would be. Axion was the original requester. You can see my first playthrough of Long Live the Queen in another playlist. It's been several months. And maybe I've forgotten how to play the game. Or maybe I've kept my notes all this time. Maybe I, being the spy master that fellow hobbyist SKS thinks I am, have planned my moves weeks in advance, using the mood guide I developed in the last playthrough, in an attempt to survive without becoming a Lumen. Indeed, I thought it would be the most interesting way to tackle this game again without having magic to solve my problems, and a number of viewers requested I do that as well. This is for me, but, you know, seeing as how you are in agreement with me, you get the benefit too. Also, the lengthy delay has another benefit in helping me forget some of the comments that were posted. I put down warnings in the videos as well as in the video descriptions, not to reveal that much to me unless you actually want me to succeed and not fucking die in the next playthrough. And sure enough, people are chatty and like, oh hey, this is how this works, or this is how this works, completely shattering any sort of like illusion. So, in the several months, I rebuilt the illusion. Fuck, I can barely remember what I did during the damn weeks I had when I first played this game. Let alone now. Also, I've erred on the side of caution. I really gutted the volume for Long Live the Queen for you viewers. Because in the first playthrough, damn, what is this loud? Let's hope it's less loud. Checklist-wise, no deaths. Not taking an arrow to the gut, let my blood run dry, choked on magical chains, drowned at sea, cracked my skull, had my life drained, fallen victim to monsters, been blasted by magic, blown myself up, been poisoned, or gotten too close to a sword, and holy crap, this track is loud. My music goes down, hopefully 8% will be good enough. My volume settings notepad, I know it was lying to me for my settings for Long Live the Queen. We have some bonus stuff, nifty. Achievement-wise, we were crowned queen, transformed into a Lumen, we found a spare Lumen crystal, we were challenged to a duel, we hired a Lumen minister, we sunk a fleet with magic, and we forced someone else to get married. It was a good time indeed. And we have some epilogues, which is all spiffy and well, but that's not the purpose of this playthrough. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? We're almost home. Oh my goodness. We've already seen this crap before. Of course, I'll have to remember. So, Elodie's mom is dead. Elodie is going to become the next queen of the land. Caloris, I do believe. And Elodie is all pissy and huffy, and really, she's depressed. I mean, Queen of Nova, there we go. Her mom's dead. And that's a little upsetting, you know? She's 14 years old, she's being thrust into a life for which she is ill-prepared. And, well, one false step and she dies. As a bemused note, so many people noted the difficulty of this game, but this game was not prepared for my strategy and tactics. Tactics which, admittedly, I would not have pursued so vigorously had I not received so many warnings about this game. I've played Long Live the Queen before, thank you. So these save files. Back in December, huh? It's May now. Hasn't been any length of time at all, nope. So, let's go ahead and just pick a new save right here. New beginnings. Cool. Right. So, Elodie is currently depressed right now. Pretty strongly so. Depressed gives a bonus to expression and animal handling. which is great and all, except for the fact that, expression and animal handling checks didn't really come up. Like, that wasn't really a thing. Like, I think animal handling came up once, according to my notes. Let me scroll down just to check. And I think it was at, like, some sort of, like... Yes, week 32. Failed writing check. And I didn't die. I think week 32, that was the same week where I was challenged to a duel. And I fucking wrecked that asshole who dared to challenge me to a duel. So yeah, I failed a writing check and I didn't die. Elodie didn't fall off the horse. It was okay. So, that's not a problem, so... Fuck animal handling. And, like... I mean... Could dogs and falcons be useful? Fuck if I know. Again, at least from my interpretation after a playthrough, Long Live the Queen is a game of priorities. And you need to focus on what you think will help Elodie survive. Now, I already have the benefit of knowing what all the moods do, and I already have the benefit of at least all of the skill checks that I encountered in my first playthrough. I have the knowledge of those. I don't know what I need exactly to meet those checks. I don't know the number specifically, but I have some sort of a, genesis of an idea so that I can endeavor to succeed at those. And I'll have a number of weeks available to me now that I can pour into other skills because I'm not maximizing my magical capabilities. Right. That penalty to royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics, that's big. We're gonna have to cheer Elodie up, and it's understandable as she begins as depressed. Mom's dead, She's been thrust into the crown princess role. She's being groomed for ruling in a year's time. Rather stressful situation, although she's not stressed. Well. Well, she is. She's just not pressured. There we go. And as a reminder, the moods are significant in their order from left to right. If angry, afraid, and cheerful, depressed were on the same level, this column takes precedence over this column. Alright, so we're gonna have to cheer Elodie up here. Now, considering how this is a week which does not have much in the way of bonuses, I'm thinking that I need to focus on a category which won't see that much benefit otherwise. And so I look through all the moods, and I say look as if I'm doing it in the present tense, although I am doing it now, and I note that there's no mood, at least not that I took notes on back in December, that gives a bonus to economics. Now I'm interested in economics because in week 8, there is a failed check to create a printing press. And, I'm thinking that if I focus in the economics category, Elodie will actually think the printing press is meritorious enough to invest the kingdom's money. There's also a hospital to think about later, but for now on, economics category seems viable. So until we can cheer Elodie up, which won't take that long, I don't think anyway, I'm gonna put my time into economics. Now, I think what I decided during my first playthrough is not to focus too much on one category, because that completely unevens, like, the numbers. So, put a little bit into, say, trade and production, and, I don't know, accounting could be helpful too, but I can only train up 2 skills. And we'll take care of this first week, until I can, switch Elodie's mood off of depressed. So, let's go ahead and go to my classes here. Economics, how goods are bought and sold between locations, and then economics, national resources, how they are made into goods. Now, of course, and This playthrough is going to be intense in its descriptions as I strategize and consider my next move and see whether it follows along with the plan I've already developed. You may have already decided that you don't want to watch this playthrough as a result of that. It's going to be similar to my first playthrough of this game. Go watch someone speed blitz through this and get killed because they weren't paying the attention that the game deserves. Okay? Okay. Trade and production. Here we go! You learn that even the smallest of villages has a central market where locals can trade what they have grown or made with others who have different skills. You learn that Sunset Bay off the coast of Duchy Mazamba is a prime location for fishing. Fantastic. What's all that noise outside? Who's here? It's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. Yes. Friends come to visit us.
Hi, Elodie!
Charlotte, Lady Merva. You remember her, and seeing her perks us up a little bit. Fantastic. So, talk to the father, no. Attend court, no. Explore castle, I don't think so. Attend service. We're going to be doing that later, I think. We're not going to visit Charlotte, Lady Merva. We're going to play with toys. Playing with toys increases yielding, increases lonely, and increases cheerful. And it takes some of the piss out of Elodie's incredibly depressed state that she's in right now. So, by increasing yielding, lonely, and cheerful, we even out these two columns, meaning that next week, Elodie will be afraid rather than depressed. And I would rather see Elodie afraid, at least for the time being. It also takes us down the yielding route, which is very, very important for Elodie to be yielding when it comes to increasing her royal demeanor skills. So, Elodie shall play with toys then. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Elodie's face has changed. Oh, man. Okay. So... how do I want to save this? Let's see. Oh, I had saved them by various episodes. Makes sense. No. We'll call it LGWI 001. Seems reasonable enough to me. So now, Elodie is afraid, which provides a bonus to agility and to faith. While there's still a penalty, well, rather, there is a penalty to royal demeanor, along with weapons, intrigue, and military. Now, I want some reflexes. I do recall a snake, although that's not in my notes, being after this week, I think. And so why not increase Elodie's reflexes, right? I mean, it'd be cool if I could, you know, even it out a bit with something else, but dance and flexibility, whatever. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do 2 hits of reflexes. Classes. Agility, reflexes, the ability to respond quickly to surprises, which seems decent enough in this non-magic playthrough, I think. We might be putting some more time in the reflexes. Alright. Your teacher walks around you, prodding a finger at you slowly in order to train you in blocking those touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. You practice with a jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. You practice solo tennis, hitting a ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. You may now play sports on the weekends.
Everybody's playing sports on the weekends.
There's a commotion outside, and Juliana, the Duchess of Ursul, has appeared. You have no respect or honor. So Juliana here is a Lumen. Of course, the last time she came about, I imprisoned her, and then changed my mind, visited Juliana, and released her. There will be no chance for that this time. You have much to teach me? Get your ass away from here. You heard my father. Get out, leave, and don't come back. This, makes Elodie less afraid, and it also makes her more yielding, which, allows me to quickly, fill her full of royal demeanor. As you wish. I will return to my duchy until you call for me. She won't. Fantastic. So, what's the mood like now? Now, depressed and yielding are tied, which means that depressed is what Elodie would be next week. I don't want that to be the case. I want her to be yielding. So, what will just give, like, +1 cheerful or something? Oh, that'll do. Is there a better up? No. No, that'll do. Removes 1 depressed. That'll make it so that yielding is a strong suit. Now, another thing I thought of while doing my first playthrough, you want to keep these mood levels as close to the middle as you possibly can. You don't want anything to be so extreme that it takes multiple turns to change into another mood. You need to be able, or at least I do, need to be able to quickly flip between moods to face whatever demands the game challenges me with. And I do know some of those demands now, courtesy of my first playthrough, but apparently there's quite a number of events I haven't fucking seen. Which some viewers expressed their surprise with, like, you didn't even fucking see that shit. So, that's what we're gonna do then. We'll attend service and become yielding next week. Yielding, Elodie, yes, yes. You attend services in the castle grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart. Elodie is now yielding. Yes. Oh, man. Goodness, 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 goodness. This will be week 2, of course. Fantastic. Now, royal demeanor, history, and faith are the ones with the bonuses. And history, what has history ever done? History is for a minister, right? History is for an advisor. History is for someone who won't be ruling. History is for me, not Elodie. Faith? I did some of that. I think we passed a check or two. We got lore. I think we did some stuff with lore. I think there's a lot of lore checks, actually. Scrolling through the notes. Well, there were a number of Novan history checks as well, but those clearly didn't matter. Yeah, I'm seeing some lore stuff as I scroll through the list, and I managed to win anyway, so fuck you. And the penalty to weapons and Lumen. Well, Lumen doesn't damn matter, because I ain't doing anything with Lumen. Weapons... Well, how about we just fix that if I ever feel like training weapons, yeah? Now... there is a number of elegance and composure checks out there. Scrolling through my notes, and I want to make sure I'm capable of passing those. And so we're going to get to work on that immediately with some composure and elegance. I'll get to this stuff later. Like, the first time I took notes was after week 8, when it comes to the checks, which is at, like, a little meeting of sorts. That's where I passed the foreign affairs check. Ooh, that's right. The foreign affairs check. Do I care about that? I didn't note that stuff, and I didn't plan for that. Forgot about that, actually. Wasn't didn't I use, like, the foreign affairs? It's the only check I passed in week 9. Do I care about any of that? Huh. Now would be a chance to do so well. How about I think about that, yeah? Lethal stabs himself in the eye. Okay. Composure and elegance. I think so. Yeah, we'll do some composure and elegance. Obviously, all 3 of these are incredibly important, and I will treat them as such. We'll do some composure. We'll do some elegance, and I'll work on, like, swapping between all 3 of these so that I'm not overdosing on one category. Then again, presence, I think, is more important than either composure or elegance, so it wouldn't be too bad if I just overdosed on presence once I had the bonuses in the categories. Yeah, that's reasonable enough. Let's do that, then. I think. Yeah, let's commit to that. You practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. You practice walking along a narrow rail, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. Is this where the snake comes in? Yes, okay. I thought it was after week 2. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? No, a snake! And with your quick reflexes, you grab a forked stick and manage to flip the snake away from you and your cousin. And, we managed to scare away the snake. You could have been killed. It's not good enough. I can't have my daughter remaining in such a dangerous place. We're returning home to Merva at once.
Aww.
I know, what a stick in the mud, right? Lottie? Okay, so we're still yieldful. Yieldful? What the fuck is that, Grimith? Okay, good. We're still yielding now. That's what I wanted. Let's even this out. If any event like occurred which shot me back down to the pressed, I wouldn't very much care for that. Besides, I might want to be cheerful at some point. What does cheerful do? Conversation and athletics. Yeah, I might want to be cheerful at some point. So let's go ahead and even out that cheerful depressed category by attending service. Alright, Elodie is still yielding. We got some skill and composure and elegance, as well as reflexes, and a bit in trade and production. The deadline is week 8 on that printing press event popping up. I have no idea what fucking levels I need. But, well, that's what I have saves for. If I find that my levels are insufficient, or too sufficient, I can adjust as the situation demands. That'll be in future videos. Toodaloo for now.